Hello, my loves. Welcome to your practice. Welcome to the here and the now, right? The practice is how we attempt to locate the here and the now, right? And with great humility, deep compassion, and some serious patience, right? Because we will go in and we will go out. The practice is how to find the moment again and again and again. Always rely on your breath. We will get that going on together in a few moments. Letting this breath guide you into what you feel physically capable of doing. And allowing this breath to guide you out of what you feel physically capable of not doing. Physically capable of not doing. So what I mean by that is when the breath tells you to back off from the posture, stay present. Stay present and trust that it is a brief pause in your existence. So I encourage you to stay on your mat. If you have to leave your mat, I encourage you to stay in your body as you do so by continuing to focus on the breath itself. Namaste. Let's begin with 3 cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose, out the mouth, in the nose, out the mouth. One more. Lightly close the lips and gently turn the corners of your mouth up, beginning your journey with a slight internal smile. Meeting all of your difficulties, all of your challenges, all of your foibles and faults as a human with a slight inner smile. Gently pressing the palms together and lightly resting the side of the thumb into the sternum, the center of the heart, making a commitment to this practice. Whatever the practice might mean to you in this moment in time, as I opened with, perhaps it has something to do with becoming present, becoming placed in the here and the now, as the physical form clearly is. May we allow our mind and our state of being to be joined into this present moment. Let's bow in and ask for a little support. Let's all together communally ask for a little support on how we might humble ourselves, how we might grow more patient, how we might find compassion so that we can locate this moment in time of our precious existence. Lightly elevate the crown of the head. And as the very top of the head goes up, let's begin with some slight counterbalance by tucking the chin slightly down. Notice this begins to open the back of the neck. Rest the hands atop the thighs. As the shoulders fall in the direction of the hands, sense a slight elevation of the heart space. Descend deeply down through the base of the hips, softening through the interiors. Soften the face as we Begin to shift the focus inward. Begin to disengage the eye muscles as best you can, avoiding any clenching there. As the muscles that hold the eye into the socket begin to soften from above to behind and below, let's give ourselves a chance to locate our third eye, our point of insight, our point of inner awareness, by very, very lightly and gently turning the gaze to rest just above the bridge of the nose. This internal eye of awareness helps us to see what the pedestrian eye cannot yet see. This ability to see inward, to see one's energy, to see one's relationship to time and space through the physical form. There is an internal sense of communication occurring through this third eye of awareness. We slowly start to raise the bar on internal communication by allowing this inner gaze to notice the breath. See if we collectively might notice the breath without judging it or expecting anything from it. Just simply growing awareness. And as we grow more aware through this third eye focus, as it communicates to and with the breath through the body, let's begin to soften the outer sheath of the self, the skin, as well as internally where the organs live. And as we soften, we might notice that we are able to naturally breathe deeper or smoother or perhaps slower, and come to notice our first shift internally as this third eye communicates to and with the breath. Observing the glorious rise of the inhale that occurs every time we breathe in, and the necessary decline of the exhale every time we breathe out. Sitting in observance of this rising and falling of your breath energy, your prana, your life force. Allowing this inner eye of awareness to notice this very simple act of rising and falling. That both are necessary and we cannot have one without the other. Allow this breath as it rises and falls through you in its opposition to assist us in the deeper downward drop of the hips and the higher upward rise of the chest without strain or force. Come to lightly press the tip of the tongue to rest on top of the roof of the mouth. As the tongue goes up, allow the jaw to drop down. Let's empty the breath from the underbelly and slowly breathe in. Pull up through the pelvic floor, lock the breath in. And gradually breathe out. Slowly breathe in. Pull up through the underbelly, lock the breath in. And gradually breathe out. And slowly breathe in. Gently retain in. Gradually breathe out. Skipping the locking, inhale. Through the back of the throat, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Let's continue here in great observance of this breath with our inner eye of awareness. Noticing the rise. Noticing the fall. Energy comes up. Energy goes down. Open the eyes, circle the arms outward and upward. Breathe in. Press them down the midsection of the body. Breathe out. Circle them up. Inhale. Press them down. Exhale. Continue onward, breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. A few more rounds, getting involved in this sky-like energy and this earth-like energy, energy that rises and energy that drops. Next time you raise your arms up, breathe in. Accommodate the shoulders with a wide V, dropping them down at the bottom of your next exhale, remaining here. Breathe in and breathe out. Observe energy coming in and up. Observe energy going out and down. Let it travel one more time. Drop your arms in front of you. Breathe in. Soften the tops of the shoulders. Breathe out. We'll swirl cup energy into the chest. Breathe in. Press energy forward and out. Breathe out. Energy comes in the body. Breathe in. Press it out. Breathe out. Swirl cup to the chest. Inhale. Press it out in front. Exhale. Let's continue. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final round. Inhale. Exhale. Swirl cup to the chest. Inhale. Remain here. Drop the shoulders. Exhale. Consciousness rises up the body through the breath. Inhale. Consciousness stays with us as energy drops down the body. Exhale. One more here. Breathe in and breathe out. A soft cactus of the arms. Inhale. Accommodate those shoulders, dropping them. Exhale. Slowly roll through the elbows. Getting involved in an energetic rotation at your rotator cuff. So essentially just simply letting the rotators rotate. And they're doing so on the energetic waves that you are growing more aware of through this very humbling, patient, and compassionate journey. Right? We don't have to make anything happen. We just have to sit long enough to pay attention to what is happening. When you're ready, take your arms behind your back, interlace your fingers, the shoulders roll down on an inhale. The knuckles lift off of the back without aggression on the exhale. So we take a slight humble tuck of the chin. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Little twist of the spine. And keep it mostly internal. There's a little external physical activity here. But let the primary focus be on the internal twist. And soften into it. Breathing our awareness through it. When you're ready, slow the twist, settle yourself and release your arms down. Deepen the drop of your hips. Grow the elongation through the waist. Raise through the crown, the very top of the head. Slight tuck in of the chin, and then a light tossing through the waist as you start to mobilize through the ribs and the cartilage. Lightly moving your waist from side to side. See if you can keep your head neutral and your hips heavy. And softening, almost massaging the cartilage of the ribs. And this is going to help us do deeper diaphragmatic breathing in a few moments. Remember, the tip of the tongue rests up on the roof of the mouth and the jaw counter drops down. The breath goes in the nose and out the throat. Come back to center, rest the hands heavily into the thighs, deepening the drop of the shoulders, and then from the chest in the midsection, inhale, move forward, and exhale, pull backward. Focus primarily, keep going, focus primarily on the midsection of the body, mobilizing through the breath. So try not to move from the head or try not to lead from the chin, but rather the waist and the midsection of the back, the thoracic. Mobilizing through the breath. And your consciousness is being pulled and drawn into this mobility. So as we move our body, we're moving our awareness, becoming more tuned in to this moment, becoming more present in the here and the now, right? The body is the conduit, the joiner to the moment, right? We experience the moment through the body, right? The mind is someplace else most of the time. One more. Come back to center. Cup the back of the skull. Rest the back of the skull into the palms of the hands. There's a bit of a hammock support here. Inhale, nice high rise of the chest. Open it up. Exhale, pull those elbows in, contract. Keep it going. High rise, inhale. Low gut contraction, exhale. Get involved again, inhale. Pull that underbelly in, exhale. One more time, inhale. Pull that underbelly in, exhale. Come to neutral, inhale. Transition yourself onto your hands and your knees. Please take your time. Please take your time and use your breath. So there's a lot of humility involved here, a lot of patience in moving on your breath. As you come onto your hands and your knees, if this bothers your knees, double up your mat or put a blanket underneath and then just rock a little side to side through the hips. Loosen through the lower back. Come to center and press heavily into your right hand and drop heavily into your left knee. On an inhale, stretch your left arm forward and come to the ball of your right foot. Remain here, squaring at the hips and the chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. You might feel your first hamstring stretch here as you pull back through that right heel and as you root down into the ball of the right foot. One more breath. Lower slowly, hand under shoulder, knee under hip. Push down into your left palm, stretch your right palm forward, push back into the ball of the left foot, square off at the hips and the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, pull the belly in. Inhale, press the palm down. Exhale, pull in. One more. Lower the hand, lower the knee. Push onto your hands and rock onto the balls of your feet. Take your time, keep the knees bent, and then scoot yourself into a gentle forward fold. Work with your body, right? Move like you. Knees are bent, waist is resting on top of the thighs, head is dangling down. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Push heavy down into the feet, chin to the chest. Come up nice and slow. Keep rooting your feet, dropping your hips down. When you come all the way up, no rush. Take a moment to stack your bones. So you sense your shoulders, your hips, and your feet in the same line of energy. And then a light bounce through soft skin and soft interiors, right? The organs are nice and soft, the vital organs, the muscles. And this is how we can move the blood, right? If we're clenched, we're inhibiting the flow. We're creating more blockage. So we soften and we bounce. And most of us need reminders on humility, on patience, on compassion. We forget, right? We're always so driven and goal-orientated, working on the self and judging the self for what we're not doing yet and blah, blah, blah. So, as we bounce the blood through the body, clearly it's creating an internal circulatory flow, right? There's a slight rush and flush occurring of the energetic channels that are opening, but it's also bouncing the blood into the mind so that you can kind of shift the mind's awareness into this present moment, right? Let the mind join into the body here. A little longer here. We are draining the lymphatic system, pretty important these days, and waking, strengthening the immune system. Keep bouncing the blood from feet to face. Soften as best you can. And start to slow it and circle the wrists out, furthering the opening of the lung channel here. Nice big soft circles. Try to soften across the collar and through the chest, kind of stirring the pot of your energy at the high chest, and then reverse the rotation, swim through it, deepening your circulation, your circulatory flow. Release the arms down. We're just going to very softly soften your right ankle and tap very, very gently. Tap at the ball of your right foot. Kind of reminds me of when I was 5 and I started dance school. Tap, 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 tap. Just lightly tapping the ball of the foot. This is stimulating energy channels down there as well. And then do the same to the other side. If you're having trouble with balance, just grab something, have a chair close by, walk yourself into a mantle or a wall. Give yourself the support you need to do the work that you need to do today. Settle down through the feet. Spread the toes. Grab hold of something if it's close by, if you need it, right? Humble yourself, nice and easy. Let's start with the arms. Raise the palms up, inhale. Turn, press the palms down, exhale. So the palms cup up into the chest, breathe in. And then they turn and press down, breathe out. As you inhale, the arms, palms come up. And as you exhale, they press down. And take note of the rise and the fall of this breath, moving through your whole body. And building the feet into this experience. Raise the right heel, inhale. Lower it, exhale. Left heel, inhale. Lower it, exhale. Right heel, inhale. Lower it. Really push through the ball of the foot. Left heel, inhale. And lower. Anybody that wants to go further, both heels up, inhale. Both heels down, exhale. Make it work for you. Inhale. And exhale. There's nothing you have to do other than find your breath. Inhale. Exhale. One more, waking the feet. Inhale. Exhale. Once your feet settle, circle your arms up. Inhale. Press down, bend the knees and fold lightly. Exhale. Come about halfway up. Keep the knees bent. Inhale. Fold slow, drop your head. Exhale. Circle the arms up. Push into your feet to get there. Exhale, press your arms down. Circle the arms up. Breathe in. Bend and bow. Breathe out. Halfway up. Breathe in. Down slow. Breathe out. Circle up. Breathe in. Press the palms down. Breathe out. Inhale up. Exhale down. Halfway up. Right back down. Inhale up. Press the palms down. Let's continue. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Widen your feet so they're about shoulder distance apart. Keep the feet parallel. And flex your hands in toward your chest. Inhale. Press your arms forward. Bend your knees gently. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Draw energy in. Bend lightly. Push energy out. Let's continue. Rising. Inhale. Descending. Exhale. Now notice the breath cooperating with the physical. When you rise up, energy goes up. When you bend down, energy goes down. One more. Raise yourself up. Release your arms down. Widen your feet past your shoulders. Toes turn slightly in, knees are somewhat bent. Go slow. Inhale, arms up. Press arms down the midline and bend to your own degree, folding forward. Push down into your feet. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bend down slow. Again, inhale. To your own degree, folding. Exhale. Energy rises up. Energy presses down. Let's take one more passage. As we fold, we're going to make sure our knees stay bent. We'll drop our arms, we'll release our head, and we'll breathe here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Push into the feet, come up. Inhale. Press the arms down the midline. Exhale. We'll take your toes, quarter turn them out. Make sure they're just a quarter so the knees are pointed out on the diagonal. Spread evenly from your big toe to your pinky toe. Gently rock your hips from side to side, tossing the breath through the pelvis. As you do so, do the very best you can not to grip at the thigh or clench at the knee. And how we alleviate the grip is to really spread massive energy through your feet. Open the webbing of your toes as best you can and find security in the balls of your feet rather than the grip of your hip. At your own pace, bend your knees and toss your breath down and then come up nice and slow and just move kind of uninhibitedly here for a few moments. The duration of the time, the knees are going to stay softly bent, whether you're rising or falling. And just let your breath be very much involved. So your breath is communicating through the experience. The breath is linking the present moment through the body. So we're raising our consciousness. It looks like we're doing something for our hips, right? Which, of course we are. But what we're really doing is just moving ourselves deeper into state of awareness. Another round. Come up slow, re-spread the toes, kind of pick up the balls of the big toes, pick up the big toes, re-root them down. Try not to lock the knees or grip the hips. Arms flow up, inhale. Let's press those palms down the midline, bend the knees. Exhale, inhale to come up. To your own degree, press the arms down, bend the knees. Let's go again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. As we bend the knees, pulse here. Move the blood around. Circulate it through the knees, through the thighs. And pulse at a very passive degree of movement that is not going to freak your nervous system out, but will simply raise your circulatory flow. Another moment. Push down into the feet. Come up. Heel toe the feet in under the hips. Left arm up. Inhale. Lean the waist to the right side. Up slow, right arm high. Inhale. Tip the waist to the left side. Continue, left arm up. On the exhale, lean to the right. Right arm up. On the exhale, lean to the left. Again, inhale. Alternating sides, exhale. Inhale. Moving on the breath, exhale. Inhale up. As you're ready, lean to your right side. With your knees bent, aiming them forward, press your hips away from the direction you're leaning in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Push to both feet evenly. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slow to come up. Inhale. Leaning to the left. Knees bend. Press the hips to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Slow on the way up. Release the arms. Make sure your feet are as wide as your hips. Take your time. You might need a wall to grab hold of. Drag the left foot back and stay up high on the ball of the left foot. Inhale here. A slight bend of the knees. Pull the tailbone down. Exhale. Straighten yourself up. Inhale. A slight bend of the knees. Drop heavy through the base of your tail. Exhale. A couple more. If this is too much, don't bend too deeply and or grab a wall or a chair for some support. One more time. This time as you bend both of your knees, slowly descend your left one down. Once again, grab hold of something or put your hands down first if you need that assistance. When you arrive, we're on the left knee. The right knee is on top of the right ankle and the hips are dropping down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Left arm rises. Inhale. Left palm goes to the outside of the right knee. Pull the belly in and twist lightly to the right side. We will remain here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Square the chest, inhale. Maybe hands come down here to the floor. We're going to stand ourselves up. Take your time. Do what you need to do, right? Find that humility and patience. Once you arrive, feet are as wide as the hips. Drag the right foot back. Stay high on the ball of it. No rush. Inhale here. Exhale, drop that tailbone, bend the knees. Straighten on the in. Push into the ball of the back foot as you bend the knees. Again, inhale, energy comes up. And energy goes down as you exhale. One more. When you're ready, slowly descend both of the knees down. Take your time. Do what you need to do. Great humility here. Great compassion for yourself. Align the left knee on top of the left ankle. Drop those hips. Breathe in. Breathe out. So this act of becoming present, right? Regardless of the difficulty, regardless of the judgment that follows the difficulty. One more. Right arm up. Inhale. Move it atop the left thigh. Pull the belly in and twist to the left as you exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Square off at the chest. And take your time, lower your left knee down. You might need to put your hands down. And let's fold into pose the child. So lay the bum toward the heels in that direction. Tuck the chin into the chest. Curl inward. Breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Raise the waist. Situate yourself onto your bum. Extending the legs straight out in front of you. Separate the bum out a little bit. Keep the knees bent. in such a way that you can feel the breath circulating through the backs of the legs, and feel free to sit up on some sort of prop elevation. Rest your hands on your thighs or on the earth directly under your shoulders. Feel the crown of the head going up, the slight tuck of the chin. This tuck of the chin is a symbol, a gesture of humility and even patience, right? You think about when your chin juts forward, it's this kind of sign of aggression and need to be moving forward. We almost peck with the chin in order to, be the first man to move forward, right? This is us as a culture, not us necessarily as individuals, but these gestures, right, that can express something very deeply internally. Are you willing to be patient and humble with yourself right now? Breathing with all kinds of funky stuff up the back of the leg or in the mind. And how do we let this body we're in bring us into this present moment? One more here. Flow the arms up, inhale. Extend the waist, pull the hips back, exhale. Let's go a couple times. Flow up, inhale. Bow outward, downward, exhale. Keep it going. Notice the rise of the inhale, energy comes up. Fall of the exhale, energy goes down. One more time. Now, it's not about how far you can get, but how deeply you can breathe. Inhale. Exhale. How do we raise our awareness through the difficulty we might be in? There's no guarantee it's going to be difficult. And there's certainly no guarantee it's going to be perfect. So let's just meet ourselves where we are in this present moment through the guideline of the breath, through the lifeline of the breath. One more. Up nice and slow, inhale. Separate the feet slightly, pull the right foot in, press the right foot down. Try to sink into your hips. Inhale, lift the left arm. Exhale, turn the chest to the right side. Try to drop into both of the bum cheeks without leaning backward. Stay as upward as possible. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now imagine the spine, this beautiful spiral, a spiral staircase, and energy is winding and climbing up the spiral staircase of your spine. On the inhale, and energy is unwinding and climbing down, dropping down every time you exhale. One more. Square off as you breathe in. Fall your right knee to the right side of the room as you breathe out. See if you can scoot your right knee a little further back than your right hip. Don't worry about it too much. And then if you were able to do so, re-square off at the chest. So we're instigating a little twist in the lower back. Inhale, lift the left arm. Exhale, twist behind you, turning toward your bent knee. Stay upright as possible. Breathe in. And breathe out. So recirculate, re-explore that energetic spiral. Energy winding and climbing up. And energy unwinding and climbing down. Finish your next out breath. Then square off on the inhale. And turn your sternum, the center of your heart, to hover over your left long leg. Try not to collapse the head. Breathe deeply into your right kidney at your lower back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, becoming aware of this energy. One more here. Slow on your way up, breathe in. Extend your right leg out in front. There's some space between your feet as you breathe out. Slide the left one in, inhale. Press the left foot down. Try to sink the hips as you exhale. Right arm goes up, inhale. Turn the chest lightly to the left side, avoiding strain or locking as you exhale. Spiral energy up the spine. Spiraling energy down the spine. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. And square off at the chest as you inhale. Lightly fall the left knee to the left. Exhale. Give it a try, sliding the left knee slightly further back than the hip, and then resituating the chest to move forward, instigating sensations in the lower back. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, draw the belly in and turn lightly toward your bent knee without leaning back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Square off at the chest as you inhale. Let the sternum hover over the kneecap as you exhale. Breathing deeply into your left lower back where your kidney lives. So these shapes can stimulate the organs to create more circulation through them. There's kind of a tuning of them so they can work optimally for your well-being, for your health, for your care. Another breath or two here. Up nice and slow. Anything else calling you, please listen to the call. Remember, this is your practice. This is your body and your well-being. There is no right or wrong. There's certainly not a rule to this journey. I'm going to choose to sit upright for the duration of our time in a brief meditation, but please feel free to recline fully on your back body. If you have props, consider placing them under the crease of the knees to further the downward drop of the lower back body. As we did early on, let's begin with 3 cleansing breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, again. One more, alleviating some debris and stagnation. And then we soften. We soften through the exterior. We soften through the interior. As we close our eyes, we once again soften all of the muscles responsible for holding the eyeballs into the socket. And we ever so gently execute that third eye as we very lightly and passively turn the gaze in, resting our awareness to the space just above the bridge of the nose. As we locate this third eye, we ask it to locate the breath, and we allow them to communicate. And the deep internal circulatory flow that we have found together, that we have executed together, will only increase that communication between the third eye and the breath itself. As this communication grows, so does our consciousness and awareness. For the next few minutes of quiet, simply allow yourself to be present. Let this body form have a relationship to this moment as the inner eye communicates to the circulation of the breath. Let's begin to deepen the breath, and softening into the circulatory flow that you are finding with your inner eye of awareness. Watching this breath move from your feet to your face and everywhere in between. Let it swim. And as the breath swims through you, as it travels through you, allow it to travel out of you in such a way that you're deepening your relationship to this time, this space, this place. Furthering the practice of being present in the here, in the now. If you happen to have chosen a recline without feeling any pressure whatsoever, crawl your knees into your chest and embrace them with your hands. Rock a little and lightly toss yourself off to the side without missing a beat of your breath. Without breaking this flow, as best you can, crawl your way toward your seat, dissolving any sense of urgency along the way. I'm going to invite you to open your eyes, but as you open them, I'd like you to maintain the third eye awareness, the internal communication of the breath. And how we do so is asking the eyes not to fidget too much. So we let the eyelids heavy and we drop the gaze about a third of the way down without dropping the head down. So the eyes are, I'd say, about a third of the way open, actually, 2/3 of the way closed. And let's just sit for another moment or two in our breath awareness, in our present state of consciousness. And when we get there, let's realize that we are present, that this is the practice. And as we bring our hands to the center of our hearts, let's celebrate and give thanks for the moments that were the most uncomfortable, the most difficult, when the mind told us that we were not able to access them, how we might have been able to get through them or even go around them. Let's give thanks for our willingness to grow more humble, patient, and compassionate with ourselves and therefore eventually with others. The work always starts with the self.